You know, last Wednesday, we
Hmm.
talked about, or last Tuesday night, I beg your pardon. I was getting ready to cover a game. My wife had already been stricken with the flu, and I was getting ready to cover a game. I said, "Baby, I'm going to do the game, then I'm going to come to bed." And then my body had other ideas.
The body flat out
You're
said,
fired. Mm-hmm. Body said, "I'll teach you to run me into the ground." And then pow, right between the eyes. I came to bed coughing, and my wife said, "You're coughing, aren't you?" "Yes, love." She gave a sarcastic, "Yay, you have it too." "Oh yeah, it was bad." When you hear your wife get up, well, this is what started all the fun with the crew. The opening statement that I had comes from Droid. If you can see sounds and smell colors, you might just be fighting the flu. Droid gave us that one while I was out on an errand with Jody while we were getting more ginger ale and other supplies while being sick and everything. That one by Droid was an award winner. And the whole mind of mine went spinning. Then the trade news for Brad Marchand came down. Then free agency moves came down. And little did we realize we had turned a joke that I'd started and Droid capitalized on into a series, a la Jeff Foxworthy's You Might Be a Redneck. It has since morphed into You Might Be Fighting the Flu. And thanks to my beloved wife, Jody, and also my beloved children, it turned into You Might Be Married.
this is a series that sees absolutely no end in sight.
None. None. Mind you, this was not planned.
No, that's the damnedest thing. This was just off the cuff. It's
Yep.
like, wait a minute. There is some really stupid crap going on around here, and the only explanation is somebody's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's run with this.
Yep. And the next thing you know, it took on a life of it. It took on a life of its own.
If you thought trading Brad Marchand for a bag of pucks was a good idea, you might just be sick with the flu.
Uh it started. It started with the suggestion.
Yeah.
I said we could make a series out of this. You might have the flu if. And then Shane opened his mouth to say, if bronzexuals make sense, you might just have the flu. Jody read that and went, "Dear God."
If you think purple and gold should be the colors of America, you might just be fighting the flu.
Thank you, Cole Johnson, for that piece of BS after the after the tribute to America he did. 3 years ago. 3 years ago, Cole did this piece. LeBron James saves America as part of Bronzexual Confessions, and all I could do was mute my microphone and laugh. I had to keep the headphones on, but I laughed hilariously for 30 minutes. It was wild. And then before we realize it, it morphed from there.
It took on a life of its own.
It took on a life of its own. With Big Dog saying one of where Ray Ray was crying the whole time. Yes, Victor, that one he did 2 years ago. I was in my other office and I was laughing hysterically the entire time. Or what's the one you did? Not just if brownsexuals make sense. What's the other one you did? If you think the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year, you just might have the flu.
If
And then
you think the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year, you might just be fighting the flu. Sorry, Vic.
which followed with that message, and also followed with a message of, "I'm going to pay for that one. I know I am."
Yep. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I'll be sitting over on the second fairway with the rest of the Patriot fans.
If you think the Patriots are going to make a good pick in this year's draft, you might be fighting the flu.
Shut up.
And off we go.
Vic saying you might just be part of the moronic republic. Dude, they've been sick for years. Okay.
They've been sick since 1995.
Last time the Cowboys were relevant.
Even then, they weren't that relevant.
Yeah, true.
They weren't that relevant because, I mean, it was Jimmy Johnson's team, but Barry Switzer was trying to run the thing.
Look how that ended.
Mm-hmm. One Bravado championship later, and he's off to he's done. Let's just leave it there. He's done. Oh gosh.
Well, this is what happened. This is what happens when we've got nothing going on for a few days, and stir craziness sets in.
It was so bad for me that I, in my mind, went stir crazy, knowing I was told not to get out of bed. You know, wife gave me orders: don't get out of bed. I'm not going to move. I didn't move. My mind was going banana nuts. Though I knew better. I knew better.
If you think trading DK Metcalf to the Steelers is a good idea, you might be fighting the flu.
If you think trading Geno Smith to the Raiders
was a good idea,
you might be a genius.
You might just be Tom Brady.
What are they going to get out of 33-year-old Geno Smith?
A quarterback that can actually maybe throw a pass. I don't know. We don't know. I don't really know the weapons in Las Vegas except Brock Bowers.
I'd rather take 33-year-old Geno Smith than 38-day-old Mayo.
This would be true.
We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again.
Yes,
why not?
Yes, we are.
It is the first show back in almost a week. You're not doing this, sir.
Yes, I am.
Oh, we just did. We just did.
If you think having Dak Prescott as your quarterback is a good idea, you might be fighting the flu.
Because yes, Dak, it is you.
If you thought re-signing this clown to an extended deal was a good idea, you might just be fighting the flu.
Just fought the flu and lost.
Mortgaged and risked the farm.
Your entire future and the farm
for DJ Moore.
Then you got the case of Davante Adams.
No.
I can't do
it. Not doing it. No.
I can't do it. Oh, yes, I can. What the hell are the Rams going to do with Davante Adams?
Two things.
Probably overthrow him. Miss him on an easy slot route.
Yep.
They can do a hell of a lot of things.
And all of it bad.
Yeah. Because I don't see the good in adding Davante Adams We'll talk more on that later.
Adding Devontae
If
Adams
you-
to the Rams sounds like one of these ideas. Because yes, Mr. Kraft, it is your. Shut up, father.
No.
Welcome back to